there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me.
I see her at night above me. She's beautiful, floating in air, like an angel before me. She dances to music. I smell home in her hair. Her arms are a warm, safe place for me. All I want is her. I would do everything to be near her. And she never wanted me in return.
I see her there in the night before me. She's so perfect, moving swiftly in the dark, her every motion softly calling for me. Her curves drawing me to come closer than before. The way she walks so Slowly, as if dancing, inviting, pulling me deeper into her spell. She is now become this obsession, this deep desire. If only she would want me as well.
Why is it that in this place I can't be near her? Would it be different if she knew who I am? Does she not know how much I need her, that without her I am nothing but a sound? But she goes on as if she couldn't hear me, as if I never even came to be. Her face is innocent like a young girl. Innocent in everything except for me.
How can it be that I have known her for so long and yet she barely even remembers me? She walks on as if she couldn't see me while I look on with ever increasing jealousy. Every now and then she'll turn to see me to let me know that I'm really there, and in those moments I glimpse everything that I could be. But it's still not enough for her.
Am I still not good enough for her?
There were times when we would talk and she would smile and I'd feel everything slip away. Those were the times before the fighting. How badly we need those times again, huh? Does she expect me not to glare at her body? How can she expect that when she moves the way that she does, so beautiful, so slowly, so full of promise? I want to hold her. Make her see what I've become.
Well, I knew him when he was a boy. He was an ordinary boy, really. Nothing special. Well, except for the bruises. But then, back then, we all had bruises of some form or other. Was none of anyone's business, really. Sure, we all knew about the fights. But then, you know, no one did anything. So who was I to do anything? I was just a child. I do remember there was something quite sweet about him, though. We did play with each other once or twice when we were younger. Then we spoke to each other once or twice when we were older. Maybe in another life we would have grown closer then. Maybe even fallen in love. But well, then the fighting came and he was gone. I didn't think about him anymore after that because I was way too busy thinking about the rest of us. What if the fighting would come to us? Well, the fighting did come to us in the end, and he came along with us. He was a different person now, different, but still the same little boy that I once knew. I recognized him right away, but he wouldn't even talk to me now. He wouldn't even come close. He would just stare at me from a distance, and I would pretend I didn't see him. Something inside of me, though, wondered what he was thinking. Something inside of me was afraid of what he was thinking. What had he seen? What had he done? He He seemed so much older now than before and seemed so sad most of the time. I wanted to hold that little boy and tell him everything is going to be all right, that fighting would end soon and that we would no longer be on opposite sides. But something inside of me wanted to run as fast as I could and as far as I could. There was something in his eyes. And closer. My heart was pounding at this point. His face had suddenly changed and he was staring at me with his black eyes. He told me about his love for me and how he was a man now and how he needed me to understand. He was such a sweet boy. Such a sweet, innocent boy. But he didn't hear me when I said no. He didn't listen. I need to get the chairs out.
My mother has aches and pains.
I wonder when it's going to stop raining.
I couldn't sleep last night.
Think there's some food in the cupboard.
I'm gonna make it in time.
Oh, that dog is driving me insane.
The clock's broken.
Must be the warmest day of the year.
It'll stop when it'll stop.
About 12 meters to the bridge.
Do you need help with it?
There's a doctor next town.
I gotta go to the shop.
5 laps around the field.
You're cold. Here.
Chairs out.
My mother has aches and pains.
I wonder when it's gonna stop raining.
I couldn't sleep last night.
Think there's some food in the cupboard.
I'm gonna make it in time.
That dog is driving me insane.
The clock's broken.
Must be the warmest day of the year.
It'll stop when it'll stop.
About 12 meters to the bridge.
Do you need help with it?
There's a doctor next town.
I'm gonna make it in time.
5 laps around the field.
You're cold. Here.
Chairs out.
My mother has aches and pains.
I wonder when it's gonna stop raining.
I couldn't sleep last night.
I think there's some food in the cupboard.
I'm gonna make it in time.
That dog is driving me insane.
The clock's broken.
Must be the warmest day of the year.
It'll stop when it'll stop.
About 12 meters to the bridge.
Do you need help with it?
I think there's a doctor next town.
I gotta go to the shop.
5 laps around the field.
You're cold. Here. My mother has aches and pains.
I wonder when it's gonna stop raining.
I couldn't sleep last night.
Think there's some food in the cupboard.
I'm gonna make it in time.
That dog is driving me insane.
The clock's broken.
Must be the warmest day of the year.
It'll stop when it'll stop.
About 5 laps around the field.
I gotta go to the shop.
I think there's a doctor next town.
Do you need help with it?
12 meters to the bridge.
Here. You're cold.
What now? Where do I go on from here? All I want to do is forget. But now I carry this shame growing in me. How could this have happened? Surely he wouldn't hurt me. I shouldn't have let him in that night. I had known him before. I knew that little boy. He wasn't that boy anymore. I should have known.
I wanted her so much. I wanted her to make it all go away. But I had gone away, really. I had died out there. I was a dead man now. She had to know what I was. I was untouchable. She wouldn't touch me anymore.
Am I still not good enough for her?
What now? I can't make it go away. This anger burning inside me. Why was I so stupid? I had seen it in his eyes. He was dead inside. He was no longer there.
Does she know what I'm capable of?
Things happen in this world. Things happen to me. Why should she be any different? She knew. She knew what I was.
I walk on, as if nothing had happened. But it did happen. And now I'll have to live with the remains. knowing that he is untouched, knowing that there is no justice for me or for anyone. Most of the time I don't think of it. But then there's the rage. Sometimes I can feel it rising up inside me, tearing me apart from the inside. All I want to do is to shed this body, shed the dirt and the guilt. What about me? What about me? I was innocent in all of this. And now, I am left with this. This body, tainted. An object of corruption betraying me over and over again. How I hate it. I hate what was done to me. I hate him most of all. There was a time, maybe I could have been a mother, a wife. There was a time, maybe I could have loved. This was taken from me in a moment. But am I dead now? Is this now who I am? Broken and untouchable, gone, yet still here. Am I trapped in this world they created? I can feel it rising up inside of me, the despair, this world crushing down on me, and yet I look up. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, and yet I still hope. It is as if all the good had died in me. Death had entered my body. I had no choice. There are no choices. And yet, love remains. I am not gone. He is not gone. Can I ever be forgiven? Can he?
Did she not know how much I wanted her, how deeply I needed her? She had no right! I had no choice!
Another place where we are different, but the same. He is that little boy. I am that little girl. It's a place where there is forgiveness and bad things can go away. It's a beautiful place and I want to go there. In my mind I am there all the time. Maybe in another life he could have been good and I could have known peace. Maybe we still can know peace. I don't know. I am not dead. I have felt my soul dying and yet I am still here.
I am still here. There is a shadow living in me. A shadow of a girl. She's tired and wants to sleep. No, she wants to laugh and dance and love. She's still there. I don't know, it seems crazy, this hope. This is our world. Nothing fully good and nothing fully bad. Nothing ever remains and nothing ever really dies. We walk and we live and we love. We make choices and they become the fabric of this world. We spend the entirety of our existence walking out those choices and the choices of others, walking through the ashes of someone else's destruction. This is who we are. Broken, but alive. This is who we are.
This is who we are.
This is who we are.